Hello?
Hey Brian, this is Charles from ComicFest.
Hi Charles, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Great.
Great. Why don't you say hello to the crowd here in Denver?
Hello, crowd in Denver. Denver, I am not wearing pants.
Neither are we!
Alright.
Alrighty, well Jason works on getting Jeph Loeb on the phone. What is the craziest thing you've ever been asked at a convention?
What?
What's the craziest thing you've ever been asked at a convention?
The craziest thing I've ever been asked?
Yeah.
Well, kind of last week, a lovely person asked me to sign their press. That was a first. That was interesting.
Was it a nice breast?
Yeah, beggars can't be choosers. He was a nice guy.
Alrighty, so I think Jason's still talking to Jeph, so I don't know what's going on over there.
I'm sure he's plotting out who the Red Hulk is with Jason and everything.
Alrighty, so now we're going to try to add him here real quick into the conversation.
Alright.
Anybody want to ask a question real quick while we get Jeph Loeb on the phone? Anybody? Come on.
I'm enjoying the awkward silence, so we can do that.
Are there any more power specials coming out soon?
Thanks for doing this first off, appreciate it. I was wondering if there's any more power specials coming up?
Oh, hold on. Hello.
There we go.
Hi Jeff, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Hey, say hello to Denver.
Hello, Denver. I have to say that I've done many strange things in my life, but this is one of the strangest. Oh, that's not true.
Well, we're a strange lot here in Denver, so yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. Now, we've already asked Brian, Jeff, so we're curious about your answer. What is the most ridiculous or the strangest thing you've ever been asked at a con?
You mean besides to go on a con panel and answer questions? I don't know what the strangest thing is. I can tell you the strangest thing we ever did, which is when I was working in the X-Men group, Scott Lobdell found a transsexual woman who was dressed like the White Queen. No pun intended. And had her sit down with us and sign autographs until the people at Marvel found out that that's what we had done, and we all got thrown out. And that's how Joe Casey broke into comics, right? Exactly right. Ouch. He's still been dressed after all these years, I must have. Well, you know, and I'm reminded, you asked me on the spot, I didn't have the answer, but I'm reminded that a few years ago in San Diego, I was invited to a furry orgy. And I didn't go for numerous reasons, but I did. That was the first time I was aware that there was a seedy underbelly to conventions that I was unaware of. So yeah.
Outstanding. So, Brian, just real quick before we get to some stuff with Dark Reign and the Hulk and Ultimatum, I saw on your Facebook page that your dog ate your Iron Man 2 script.
Yeah, that's true, actually, yeah. I was going to take a picture of it, but I realized people would blow up the picture to find dialogue snippets in the wreckage of the script, so yeah.
Okay, well, why don't we go ahead and just, we'll start with you first, Jeff. You know, talk about what's going to be coming up with the Hulk, what's going to be coming up with Ultimatum.
What's coming up with the Hulk is we're finishing out this arc between the Defenders, who are the original Defenders, Doctor Strange, Silver Surfer, I'm forgetting somebody, Submariner, and the Green Hulk, and then over on the other side is the Offenders. It sort of comes under the category of why not. The Red Hulk, Terax, Tiger Shark, and Baragordo. So that story will lead us into our anniversary issue, which is Hulk 600. which will start to answer a number of the questions with regards to what happened before Hulk 1. Some hints as to where the Red Hulk came from, certainly a lot of explanations as to what happened to Doc Samson, where the Abomination came from, what happened to Rick Jones, and much more of a tie between those people that have been asking what happened between the end of World War Hulk and the beginning of Hulk. 3 beautiful covers, one by Alex Ross, currently online, one by our own Ed McGinnis, who's doing the interior work, and one by my pal Tim Sale, which is also gorgeous. It is, I don't know how many pages, 60-something pages, and there'll be the original story with me and Ed. And then there is a story that Stan Lee is going to write, and it's the first time Stan has written both the Green Hulk and the Red Hulk together. So I'm very excited about seeing that.
Very cool.
Who is the Red Hulk?
I think it's Brian Michael Bendis. That's best for me.
I'm going to sue the crap out of you.
Well, what can we expect from Ultimatum other than killing everybody off?
Bastard.
Well, I think what people will see that there's method behind the madness. That as we're getting closer and closer to the end of that story, you'll have a better understanding as to what Magneto wants and why that is going to be the end of the Ultimate Universe. Everything's been very carefully planned. I know that many people are reading the book and are basically mind blown by the fact that there's so much death and destruction. But a lot of it has to do with what Magneto had in mind, so it's not just sort of random. But also, when those books, for want of a better word, relaunch, and we reinvigorate that universe with Mr. Bendis, Mr. Millar, and myself, I think you'll start to see how all the pieces come together.
So Brian, do you want to talk, Jeph mentioned the relaunch. You want to talk about, I just saw solicitation for the new Ultimate Spider-Man title. Would you like to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, has it been solicited already?
I thought I saw the solicitation for it. Anybody else want to confirm that?
Well, yeah, there's going to be a bit of a time jump after Ultimatum, and then we'll be launching Ultimate Spider-Man with me and David LaFuente, who drew the last year's Ultimate Annual. He's really an amazing artist. He's really something special and unique. And the good news of the slight delay on Ultimatum is that it's giving David an opportunity to lock in a lot of issues in a row, because he's not necessarily a monthly guy, but he's getting to put out a monthly book. So, yeah, I can't say much because I don't want to ruin the end of Ultimatum by telling you who lives or dies, but there is a new supporting cast. There's no question of who will be in the costume. There's a lot will change in the book. And it gives me an opportunity to have those changes, some of which I've been dying to do, which includes the invention of new Ultimate characters and villains that are not just Ultimate versions of classic characters, but really new characters. Plus, I wanted to Ultimatize some really obscure Marvel villains, some of which appeared only in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon show from the 60s, but they were pretty good, so we're going to be doing that as well. So there's going to be a lot of stuff you haven't seen before in the book, and it really did open us up for all this new stuff.